My name is Marne Mercer, and this is my life. I was going to school at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. That's the artillery school. And I got directions to report to duty January 2nd, 1942. Well, Japanese invaded Pearl Harbor, or attacked Pearl Harbor, and so I was joining the Army right at the time they needed people. On a Saturday night, I was playing poker in a tent we had. We were living in tents there. And the guy came in and said, anybody interested in going out blind date with a co-ed? And I was losing money. I wasn't getting good cards, so I said, I am. And so I said, oh, I'd like to. It turned out to be my wife. I didn't know that. But here I encountered the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life, and I went, come on, you can't be serious. Her name was Maxine. Incidentally, we were married 65 years, so it lasted pretty good. I convinced her on Sunday. We were married on Tuesday, and then we had to go in April overseas. So she went back to school, and I went overseas. Well, we didn't get in on D-Day. See, we were in the 3rd Army. We crossed over in July, which is a month later. We were part of Patton's End. He came and talked to us. He had the whole corps, and we all went down to a big area in southern England, and he gave us a speech. That's when he gave the speech, you lucky sons of bitches. I was driving someplace in Germany, and I smelled this odor. And I saw a bunch of people over there, so I went over there. The Germans had killed 1,100 just by burning them. And they tried to escape, and they had clawed their way under the wood, and their heads. So I took pictures of all that mess. And that's the only direct thing that I'd seen, but it was enough. Well, I got back in November, I think. I wanted to land close to where Maxine was. That was the first time I'd seen her from about 2 years. I was pretty good at math, and that's one reason I ended up an engineer, I guess. And I got some pretty good jobs, like 6 or 8 different programs for NASA. And they were the ones like going to Mars and Venus and all that stuff. I was made the engineer for that division, which had about 300 engineers, so I was in charge of about 300 engineers. Well, I'm very thankful for the family I had and for my wife and family I got later. I was very lucky on that.
If they were going to say, who's this guy named Marne, what do you think they would say about him?
He's probably a pretty good guy.
I'm right here for him, when we meet. He just knocks me off my feet, and I ask you very confidentially, ain't he sweet?